Hello, everybody. This is Jazzy of Your Store Sasquatch, and we're here for another horror night in the cave here. And we went ahead and we're gonna showcase some different types of horror movies. This one we went with Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It came out in 2010. This one it won a lot of awards, so it's kind of hard to actually find a release date. But if you actually look at the release year, 2010, it's pretty much when all the awards they won. They pretty much went to Independent Studio after or Independent Film Award after Independent Film Award, SAG Awards, Cannes, and all the big ones, Sundance, and they won pretty much everything that they entered there. There's a couple of different country origins of release date for the DVD. Basically, the streaming date I believe was like March 12th, 2010. Um, it was directed. So this is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It was directed by Eli Craig. It stars Tyler Labine as Dale, Alan Tudyk as Tucker, Katrina Bowden as Allison, and Jesse Moss as Chad. Tucker and Dale get their dream cabin. It happens to be in the woods, and it was home to an ex family of serial killers. And for some reason, college kids just keep killing themselves all over his property. This whole movie is very funny. It's very well done. It's very smart. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of nuances in it, and that's what makes it so funny. But what basically is, it just starts with uh, just uh, just the snowball of misunderstandings. And that's kind of what we're going to show you here. Here's the very first misunderstanding. Dale or Tucker talks Dale into going up and flirting with these college kids. Katrina Bowden is the main one there. So here we go.
You guys going camping? Hey, now look, we don't want any trouble, all right? So just back off. Okay. I'm sorry. Get in the truck.
So Dale there is trying to be nice. Chad's kind of being a real Chad there. He kind of instantly overreacts. We go through this movie, we kind of see why Chad overreacts. It's because his family was part of the original hillbilly murders back in the day that we saw in the beginning of this movie here. And so he's already on edge before we even get to this place. And then we kind of see this here. We see their first meeting. That's pretty much where we see all the characters involved here. We have one more here, a little misunderstanding that's kind of hilarious. And that just follows up this scene immediately in the movie. So here we go.
I'm saying
Yeah. Howdy, officer.
Hi.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yeah. License, please.
I lost my wallet a couple weeks back. New one is in the mail. Temporary.
I wonder what the sheriff thought they were doing there. We know it was just Tucker or Dale dropped something in Tucker's lap and he's trying to pick it up and it's trapped and gets stuck there. But it kind of looks like a little sexual activity. So this is the first time that the sheriff who's in the county meets these two, Tucker and Dale. He kind of warns them, hey, look, nothing good comes in this cabin that you bought. Tucker doesn't really understand, or Dale doesn't really understand either, that this cabin was the home of the serial killer family. As a matter of fact, when you get in there, there's a pole that's right there that if you hit, it comes out, and then a spike comes out. So there's like little booby traps all around the property. And that kind of plays into all these misunderstandings and everything. And then, so now we're kind of a little bit farther along in the movie here. This is the big misunderstanding. This is when Allison finally gets involved with Tucker here, and we see the college kids kind of react a little bit about what happens because it's all kind of this whole. It's actually a pretty serious situation because she hits her head here, but you'll see.
Tucker! Shush! God damn it, Dale! What the hell is the matter with you? Me? What did I do?
When you see a college girl prancing around in front of you half naked, you do not yell out my name.
Well, you.
I think that's solid advice for anyone in that situation. If you see a half-naked college girl there, don't yell out any of everybody's names. But we see the misunderstanding there. She hits her head. Now Tucker and Dale are trying to get the attention of the kids. The kids think they're trying to kill her because They didn't see her fall off the whole thing. So now we have this whole big another misunderstanding here. We have everything that goes around with that. Now we end up getting to the point to where she hasn't woke up yet, but when she does wake up, he gets there and he tells her we kind of have this little thing there that, obviously Dale is definitely into Allison here, and he makes her breakfast and stuff like that, tells her to wait. And while she's waiting, the college kids come up and they try and get the attention or go to the door of Tucker and Dale here, and this is where this scene is here. There's a couple different things I wanted to show you with that one, but I just wanted to make sure for sure that you saw that he got his chainsaw there into the beehive, and that's what he was running from. And he comes around the corner. The kid thinks he's there after him because he saw his buddy, or he saw his friend get taken by them, who's Allison. This is just another misunderstanding. This is the whole premise. This is the whole pretty much lead up to all the ending of this movie here, and it is just so funny how just escalating adventures and misunderstandings led into this horror movie type massacre. And we finally, so they finally get away from here. Tucker writes in the woods here a note in the chainsaw very menacingly, like, hey, college kids, we have your friend. Come and get her. They get the cop involved, and this is the last very scene I want to show you here. And just imagine this whole situation, and you have to tell this to the cop.
Hey.
Hello, officer. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
We have had a doozy of a day.
A real doozy.
There we were.
Yep.
Minding our own business,
Yep.
making some improvements to my new house.
The new house.
When all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these kids started killing themselves all over my property.
Yeah.
These kids started killing themselves all over my property. Imagine telling a cop that and trying to get away with it while you have half a body in your hand the other way there. Basically, that's what this movie is. It's very funny, but it's very gory. It's very in the know what horror movies are. It hits all the classic horror movie tropes, all the classic horror movie beats. It has all that involved in it, but it's completely turned around for comedic effect or a turnaround for a different type of, basically comedic effect, a dark humor effect of what these movies are. And it's just another way we can do horror movies. It was very original. I mean, it won all these awards through all these independent festivals. So think about that right there. You can just look at its lineage there. It got onto the streaming service. It got hit. IMDb is a 7.5. I gave it a comedy, a horror of A minus. I gave it an overall B minus. It's a very good movie. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like maybe if you don't know the exact specifics of the horror movie genre, you might not like it as much. Or maybe if you're not a big horror movie fan, but you kind of understand what the horror movies are, you might like it a little bit more. So that's why it's kind of a B minus there instead of an A or anywhere around there. Just because it is a lot more in the know and a lot more genre specific of a spoof here. And this is where you get another good example of spoofing done right here. Um, that's what this movie is. It's basically a spoof. It's basically a scary movie. But instead of being like a comedic, like we're gonna pull a banana out instead of a knife, we're gonna just turn the little things on its side here, and we're gonna make it a horror movie, and we're gonna make it a massacre. I mean, kids run right into a spike. One of them trips, falls into a chainsaw. We got holes here. I think the kill count's around 7 or 8. It's freaking gory as heck, as gory as any other mainstream slasher movie that's came out in the last 10 years. But instead of being a traditional horror movie where the whole time you're on pins and needles, the whole time you're laughing out loud because of just all the surreal and unfun, just funny, ironic things that happen to these characters that are just misunderstanding after misunderstanding, and it just keeps snowballing and snowballing and snowballing and snowballing, and it's crazy. But there, by the end of the movie, the kid who's the kid Chad, who we saw trying to defend them all in the very, we find out his mother was involved with the original hillbilly murders or whatever. I keep calling them hillbilly murders. That's what they call them in that. So, but it turns out she might have been, forced around or whatever. And so he's actually lineage back to these guys, and it kind of turns around on him to where all of a sudden now he's the psychopath, and they're running from him. It's a very good movie. It's very well done. You can tell that Eli Craig is a huge fan of this. And when you look at other movies he's involved with, there's a lot more of these smart type comedy horror movies that he's involved with. So it just has a great lineage, a good choice in acting. I think that Alan Tudyk's amazing. He's funny. He's in Resident Alien. Like anything he's in, it just he brings a little bit extra to a role. Um, Tyler Levine's really good in this. I mean, he's really good in this. And then there's another movie I could have did that I haven't seen as much, which would have been Cottage Country, which came out around the same time, where it's just the same type of deal where it's a good spoof on horror movies. It's good. Like just people, you could tell that people took real good fanship of this movie. This is another great way of how we do horror movies and how horror movies should be done. Please go ahead and watch this movie if you can find it. It's on Prime right now for free. We found it on Tubi, so that's a commercial that's for free. So if you don't have either Prime or any of them, but you can get access to Tubi and you can watch it. You will have to watch commercials with Tubi though. What are some of your favorite horror comedy movies that you like? That are just outrageous spoof movies that you like. Comment them here. We still have Streaming Saturday left this week with Hitman from Glen Powell. I go to one movie a week, and that's on Sunday night. And this Sunday I will be seeing Deadpool and Wolverine. I will be reviewing it for the Monday morning review. And next week we have a whole thing special for you. I'll tell you about it on Monday morning review. Please have a good day, a good night, whatever time of day it is. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.